Hello friends, and welcome to our brand new camera comparison between the iPhone 14 Plus and the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus. Right now we are recording at 4K at 30 frames per second. Tell me in the comment section below which one do you think has a better audio and which one has better colors and better stabilization. As per usual, we start this comparison with their main cameras. The first thing that I noticed were the colors. The iPhone is slightly darker with warmer colors, while the Galaxy is brighter with a cooler tone. The iPhone pictures usually represent how the scene was in real life. None of the daylight pictures have been edited in this comparison. This is the reason why these two samples look slightly different, since for the thumbnails I made them more appealing, while here they are straight from the cameras. They continue to be similar in most of the samples, but like I said earlier, the iPhone has deeper colors, while the Galaxy prefers a lighter tone. I like them both here, and you can't really go wrong with either of them. In many samples the Galaxy was more vibrant, but the difference really wasn't that big, and they both continue to deliver great pictures. When taking pictures of landscapes, I prefer the 14 Plus, even though the S22 Plus is also really good. I just like the more natural scenes of the greenery and how it handles the sky. These phones are also equipped with ultrawide cameras, and when taking pictures with them they continue to have the same colors as their main lenses. The difference is now slightly more pronounced in brightness, as the iPhone is now darker. For the most part they are both really good, but the iPhone has a unique depth to its pictures. That's why I like it more than the Galaxy, which itself is really great. The 14 Plus sometimes didn't manage to handle the sky at all, like in this sample, where the entire background is blown out. The S22 Plus on the other hand is doing an amazing job with the sky, but the foreground isn't as bright and as detailed as the iPhone. This wasn't an issue with the iPhone for the rest of the comparison, and here it took a really good picture. The S22 Plus, however, is doing a better job on highlighting darker areas. The results really moved back and forth, so there wasn't a clear winner. These phones have some of the best ultra-wide cameras on smartphones, and truly speaking, whichever one you choose it will deliver great pictures. The S22 Plus is a clear winner when it comes to zoomed in pictures. That's because it has a dedicated 3x telephoto sensor, while the iPhone 14 Plus has no telephoto at all, and all the zoom is done digitally. Like expected, pictures taken with the Galaxy are very sharp, while pictures taken with the iPhone are grainy and the details are lost. Compared to their more premium siblings, these phones don't have macro modes, and this is the closest I could take these images without losing focus. When we use the telephoto sensor of the S22 Plus, however, you can see how much closer we can take the image. It is almost as good as pictures taken with macro mode with the 14 Pro Max or the S22 Ultra. When taking portraits with their main cameras, both are really good. The S22 Plus does an amazing job with colors and edge detection, but to me the iPhone still looks slightly better and more pleasing to the eyes. The Galaxy can also take portraits with its telephoto camera, while with the iPhone you have to come closer to the subject to take a similar image. The S22 does a much better job with edge detection, but her face details have been lost. The iPhone on the other hand does a much better job with her face, but the perspective isn't as good. Portraits with their front cameras are also really good. In both pictures my face is very sharp and edge detection is great. The only difference is in colors. On the iPhone my skin color has been well preserved, while on the Galaxy I look cooler than in real life. Even when taking regular selfies with auto-portrait, the S22 Plus kind of adds a white layer to my face, while on the iPhone my skin color is still accurate. Sometimes, however, even the iPhone misses my skin colors, like here for example where it made me too warm. The Galaxy on the other hand continues to be way cooler. When recording videos with their main cameras, honestly both are really good. Stabilization on them is great, and so is the dynamic range. In contrast to pictures, the iPhone is now slightly brighter, and in my opinion it is still ahead compared to the Galaxy, which itself is really good. Even when recording with their ultra-wide cameras, both continue to be very similar. Samsung has done a really good job on improving videos lately, and it almost matches the quality of the 14 Plus. At 3x, thanks to its dedicated telephoto sensor, the Galaxy is much sharper, even though the stabilization isn't as good as the iPhone, which uses the main camera. Moving to low light, and from now on every picture is taken with night mode enabled with automatic seconds. In this case, both phones do a good job on retaining the details of my face, but just like in daylight, the iPhone represents more natural colors. In tougher scenes they decrease in quality, but once again it seems that the iPhone is doing a better job. My face continues to be more natural on that device, while on the Galaxy I look different. When switching to their main cameras, both phones are able to deliver outstanding results. When cropping in, you can see both pictures are very detailed. For the most part, they continue to have similar colors just like in daylight. The iPhone is warmer while the Galaxy is cooler but slightly brighter, and both are really good, but I let you pick the winner. With their main cameras, you really can't go wrong with them since they are really good. It seems that the only differences are in colors, and if you like pictures with warmer colors, then the iPhone is for you. On the other hand, if you prefer brighter pictures with lighter colors, then the Galaxy should be your choice. When switching to their ultra-wide cameras, as expected, both phones decrease in quality. This happens mostly in difficult situations like here. Lens flare seems to be more present on the S22 Plus, while the 14 Plus seems to be a little bit better. None of these devices have the ultra-wide cameras found on the more premium models, so this drop in quality is a sure thing. The Galaxy, however, is doing a better job since it was able to deliver a brighter picture. And even though brighter doesn't always mean better, in this case it does. When the light sources are present, these devices are able to deliver great results. In my eyes, just like earlier, the S22 Plus is slightly better, but the difference isn't that big. At 3x there is no competition at all, with the Galaxy being much sharper compared to the digital zoom of the iPhone 14 Plus. One category that isn't covered by almost anyone is astrophotography. When putting these phones on a tripod, the night mode takes around 30 seconds to take the image. As you can see, the iPhone is much brighter in this case, but the Galaxy isn't bad at all. In this other sample, however, the S22 Plus wasn't able to maintain the quality of its previous case, while the iPhone stayed just as good. These pictures are straight from the cameras with no edits at all, and the iPhone is much better. With their ultra-wide cameras, the night mode on the iPhone still maxes out at 30 seconds, while on the Galaxy just 7 seconds, and the results just show. Sure, the quality isn't like it was with their main cameras, but the picture taken with the iPhone is actually usable. When we increase only the brightness, you can clearly see the difference. The iPhone picture is actually good, while the picture taken with the Galaxy is terrible. Astrophotography is a really underrated feature on the iPhone. With low-light portraits, both are really good, but the iPhone is able to retain her face details, while she looks a little bit soft on the Galaxy. And the 3x lens on the S22 Plus is bad for taking portraits at night. So guys, what do you think? Let me know which one was your winner. If you did enjoy this video, a thumbs up would be appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.